Now, as the Congress goes to battle with the Samajwadi Party over Durga Shakti, is this battle selective? Is the Congress's intervention convenient and hypocritical? That's what the BJP and the Samajwadi Party have accused the Congress of being guilty of after an uproar over another suspended officer, this time a police officer in Rajasthan. After the Superintendent of Police of Jaisalmer was shunted out, the opposition says that it was because he reopened a case against the relative of a local Congress leader. Questions are being asked in Rajasthan as to whether the Congress can really occupy the higher moral ground on the Durga Shakti debate. Harsha Kumari Singh brings you the story of why the SP of Jaisalmer wanted to reopen a 48-year-old case.
Ghazi Fakir is no small-time criminal. His charge sheet, which has kicked off a political storm in Rajasthan, has some grave charges. Ghazi is believed to be involved in smuggling and anti-national activities. Intelligence agencies have had him on their radar. And their worst fears came true when in February this year they arrested a Pakistani spy, Shumar Khan, from Ghazi's petrol pump. Shumar was providing information on the army's prestigious Operation Iron Fist to his Pakistani handlers.
पाक जासूस शुमार खां पकड़ा गया था और वो स्पाई जो है वो गाजी फकीर जो है हिस्ट्री शीटर है उनके लड़के साले मोहम्मद का जो पेट्रोल पंप है उस पेट्रोल पंप पे काफी वर्षों से काम करता था.
Ghazi's son Saleh Mohammed was also recently in a controversy when he beat up a constable during the police's anti-liquor mafia operations. The police van chasing the liquor smugglers and touts took refuge in Saleh Mohammed's petrol pump on the Jodhpur-Jaisalmer highway. The MLA reportedly beat up the constable who was leading the team. But Congress MLA Saleh Mohammed dismisses the charges against him.
हमारे खिलाफ ये राजनीतिक षड्यंत्र जो रच रहे हैं कोर्ट के अलावा कोई हमारे कोई सहारा नहीं है, इसलिए हम चाहते हैं कि न्यायपालिका में जाएं, वहां दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी हो जाए.
An SP is transferred for opening up a file on a criminal with a record of anti-national activities. A constable is beaten up just for doing his duty. While criminals with political clout get away, this is an example of political compulsions at its worst. With Kanhaiya Lal Dalora in Jaisalmer, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.
All right, let's now talk to the transferred SP of Jaisalmer, Pankaj Chaudhary. He's joining us now. Pankaj जी, आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी कि बीजेपी कहती है राजस्थान में कि आपकी जो ट्रांसफर है वो पॉलिटिकल कंपल्शंस की वजह से हुई क्योंकि आपने एक केस जिसके लिंकेजेस एक कांग्रेस एमएलए के साथ थे उसको रीओपन किया. आप क्या मानते हैं दैट यू हैव बीन ट्रांसफर्ड बिकॉज ऑफ पॉलिटिकल रीजंस?
ये जो ट्रांसफर की प्रक्रिया होती है स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को देखना होता है और किसी भी अधिकारी को कहां लगाना है कहां नहीं लगाना है ये स्टेट गवर्नमेंट डिसाइड करती है.
लेकिन पंकज जी, कांग्रेस का कहना है अपने डिफेंस में कि आपने एक 48-year-old केस खोला और जिसको आप इन्वेस्टिगेट करना चाह रहे थे वो अब 80 साल के हैं. तो इस क्रिटिसिज्म के बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
जैसा कि उम्र की बात है इसमें हिस्ट्री शीट में बिल्कुल क्लियर है कि वो जब तक आदमी जिंदा है उसकी निगरानी हम रख सकते हैं कि वो उसकी एक्टिविटीज कैसी हैं. हाल में जो हिस्ट्री शीट हमने ओपन की है मिस्टर गाजी फकीर की, ये कोई अलग से स्पेसिफिक इशू नहीं है. हमारे पास जो ऑर्डर्स थे जून में हमारे हायर अथॉरिटीज की तरफ से कि सारे एसपीज को कि अपने जिले में जो भी हिस्ट्री शीटर्स हैं उनकी हिस्ट्री शीट को आप रिव्यू कीजिए, एनालिसिस कीजिए. उसके अलावा जो एक्टिविटीज इनकी पाकिस्तान से लगातार आने जाने का इनका सिलसिला है जो ऑन रिकॉर्ड्स हैं, तमाम ऐसी बातें हैं जो इनके पूरे इतिहास को 1965 से लेके आज तक ये बिल्कुल क्लियर करती हैं कि इनकी जो गतिविधियां हैं संदिग्ध रही हैं, राष्ट्र विरोधी रही हैं और असामाजिक रही हैं. इसी संदर्भ में मैंने अपने स्वविवेक से अपने अंतरात्मा की आवाज से मैंने हिस्ट्री शीट को ओपन की है. और जहां तक ट्रांसफर का बात है, मैं नहीं मानता कि हमारा ट्रांसफर किसी एक सिंगल हिस्ट्री शीट की वजह से हमारा ट्रांसफर किया था. ये गवर्नमेंट का आदेश था, उसकी पालना मैं कर रहा हूं और मैं अपनी जहां भी गवर्नमेंट ने मुझे दोबारा मौका दिया है मैं उसके लिए पूरी तरह तैयार हूं.
पर आप अपने आप को आज डिमोरलाइज महसूस करते हैं? आपको लगता है कि जो ट्रांसफर है उसके अदर जो अलग है पॉलिटिकल कंपल्शंस भी हैं? देयर आर पॉलिटिकल कंपल्शंस टू योर ट्रांसफर.
एज ए पुलिस ऑफिसर जो मेरे पास मेरा दायित्व है, जो मेरा कर्तव्य है, उसकी पालना करना अपन को देखना है. बाकी क्या उसके पीछे पर्दे के पीछे क्या चीजें चल रही हैं उसमें ज्यादा जाने से मुझे लगता है कि ज्यादा कोई इशू नहीं होना चाहिए.
जी, Pankaj Chaudhary, thank you so much for talking to us. Pankaj Chaudhary's suspension, of course, has raised questions about how bureaucrats are treated under politicians who often treat the bureaucracy as their personal fiefdom. The row over Durga Shakti, somebody who has really come to be a symbol of honesty versus political demons. That's right, we've been saying that Durga Shakti's battle is a battle against political demons, and perhaps never was a bureaucrat so aptly named as Durga Shakti. Now it's become a full-scale political battle. A brazen Samajwadi Party today has virtually dared the Congress party after Congress President Sonia Gandhi wrote a letter asking for justice for Durga Shakti. The Samajwadi Party says that the Congress has shown doublespeak. Why didn't Sonia Gandhi write similar letters for Ashok Khemka, the much transferred bureaucrat in Haryana? Or what about the case of a suspended SP in Rajasthan under the Ashok Gehlot government? The Samajwadi Party is now going so far as to say that they don't need IAS officers at all. That was the statement from Ram Gopal Yadav today, that the centre could withdraw all IAS officers and the state would manage just fine. On the program today, we're asking whether the Congress is guilty of doublespeak on this issue and whether the larger principle of protecting honest bureaucrats is now getting lost in the politics. Let's introduce our panel now. We're joined by Jayanti Natarajan, the Environment Minister. She's joining us. With me in the studio is TSR Subramaniam, former Cabinet Secretary. We're also joined by Ashok Khemka, a much transferred IAS officer. We're joined by somebody else who has been transferred several times. In fact, he got so cynical, he then took voluntary retirement from the services. Raju Sharma, he took retirement in 2010, and this, of course, this harassment that he said he suffered happened under the Mayawati government. As we ask whether bureaucrats are becoming political pawns, we'll also be joined by Ravi Shankar Prasad of the BJP shortly. Jayanti Natarajan, let me start with you. The standoff with the Samajwadi Party is now a full-scale political battle. The Samajwadi Party is threatening not to vote for your food security bill, and they've basically cocked a snook at what Sonia Gandhi has said in her letter by saying, if you feel so strongly about it, we just don't need IAS officers. Now, this party, Jayanti, is your ally. They have a letter of support, supporting you from the outside. They're one of the parties that keeps you propped up and in power. So can you really disassociate yourselves conveniently from their utterances?
Well, that's exactly the point, isn't it, Barka? I would like to point out that despite the fact, and as various channels have been feverishly speculating what is going to happen to Parliament, the fact of the matter is that the Congress President and the UPA Chairperson stood up for a very important principle. And if you read her letter, as you have done from yesterday, from the day she sent it, she has pointed out merely that this IAS officer, who reports say is being victimized for taking on an illegal sand mining mafia, allegations have been made, she should be protected. She's barely 2 years into service. In addition to which, she's a woman from my point of view, and the fact that the Congress President and the UPA Chairperson says that the rules should be followed to see that she's protected and she should not be harassed for ensuring that an illegal sand mining mafia was harassing her is unexceptionable and typical that the Congress stands up for the
But isn't there an element of doublespeak, ma'am? Isn't there an element of doublespeak? We've got Ravi Shankar Prasad with us as well, and I'm sure the BJP will raise this. But the opposition has accused the Congress of doublespeak. We have Ashok Khemka here. He's hit the headlines because he has been transferred 44 times, 4 times in the last year. Among those times was his probe into the Robert Vadra DLF land deal. What the BJP is saying is, why didn't Sonia Gandhi write a similar letter for Ashok Khemka? Why didn't Sonia Gandhi write a letter for Pankaj Chaudhary in Rajasthan? Why only jump into what is seen to be something that has attracted the country's attention, but not to how the bureaucrats are transferred under Congress regimes? Remember, Ashok Khemka was transferred under a Congress regime, and so has Pankaj Chaudhary been.
Yes. Let me first take up the case of Pankaj Chaudhary,
yes,
which the Rajasthan Chief Minister has made amply clear. He's one of 49 police officers who've been transferred all over the state. Second, what is being alleged is he's being transferred because he reopened the history sheet against the father of a Congress MLA. And I want to point out that the fact is that according to the Rajasthan police rules, history sheets cannot be closed. And such as those were not being investigated were ordered to be investigated and reopened as earlier June the 13th
yes,
of this year. And therefore, it doesn't really flow from this, but you can't any administrative act. What about the other 48 officers who have been transferred? Nobody is really talking about them. You can't question an administrative act where an officer has been transferred along with.
What about
48
Mr.
others.
Khemka's
Let's
case
take
under the
Mr.
Haryana
Khemka.
government? What about Mr.
You say
Khemka's
that
case
Mr.
under the Haryana government?
Yes. Let's take Mr. I think the Haryana government has explained this about 1 million times on primetime television. The matter has been settled in a court of law. It's Mr. Khemka has, as you say yourself, has been transferred 43 times. Maybe administratively it was convenient for the state government without meaning any disrespect whatsoever to Mr. Khemka. Maybe it was administratively convenient for the state government because of certain reasons of the way Mr. Khemka functioned. Other 42 times were certainly not because of any relationship with Mr. Vadra or anybody in the Congress or anybody connected with the Congress.
Okay.
There are other 42 times that he was transferred.
I
Why
think-
is it that nobody talks about that? And the other, finally, I'd like to say, Barka, that Mr. Khemka has avenues and he can go to the courts. He is before the channels every other day. He can tell the public what really happened. Nothing has done. This is the reason why there's a difference between Durga Shakti Nagpal and the other two cases.